The Vision is a synthezoid, an android composed of synthetic human blood and organs. He was created by Ultron to destroy the Avengers, but instead he turned on his father, and he's been a member of the superhero team ever since. Recently, Vision purged the emotions associated with his memories from his hard drive in order to keep his processing system running smoothly. But the consequences of this action have yet to be fully realized.
In late September, with the leaves just beginning to hint at the fall to come, the Visions of Virginia moved into their house at 616 Hickory Branch Lane, Arlington, Virginia, 21301. The Visions house was located in Cherrydale, a pleasant neighborhood about 15 miles west of Washington, D.C. Most of the Visions neighbors worked downtown, and they talked often about the traffic on 66 or Lee Highway. On the weekends, they tended to stay in Virginia, though they often lamented that they should go into the city. The museums are so nice, and the kids would have a great time. Very few of them were from the area originally. Most had moved to D.C. after college and worked for Congress or the president. They made nothing, and they lived off of nothing. But that was unimportant. They were young, and they wanted to save the world. Eventually, they met someone and fell in love and had children. With bills to pay, they left their small government jobs. They became lobbyists and lawyers and managers. They moved out to the suburbs for the schools. They made the compromises that are necessary to raise a family. Behold, George and Nora.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe you're making me do this. They're robots, Nora. They don't want cookies.
They're not robots. I went online. There's something else, like a synth something.
Synth of something? Great. Problem solved.
It said they moved here because the Vision is the Avengers man in the White House now.
At that time, George worked as a mortgage broker. He enjoyed hot wings, but he always ordered them too spicy for his own taste. Nora worked in HR at a K Street law firm. She read more than anyone she knew, but she only read digitally.
And also, rumor is, maybe his super friends didn't fully approve of the whole new family thing he made.
Of course they don't approve. Robots making robots, trying to be all, trying not to be robots. It's just unnatural.
You don't listen. They're not robots. They're those things I was saying.
Honey, I love you, but they're toasters. Fancy red toasters. They're not you and me. They don't eat cookies, you know?
Cookies? God! Fine. Yes, I got them cookies. Does this affect you somehow? Are there only a small amount of cookies in the world, so now you're going to run out and die? Is that it?
Excuse me? May we help you?
The Visions were happy to have the company. They had just finished unpacking and were eager to show off what they had done with the house.
Thank you so much. Won't you please come inside? Please, this is my wife, Virginia. My daughter, Viv. My son, Van. They are twins.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you.
They gave Nora and George a brief tour, noting that many of the objects on display were collected during Vision's many years with the Avengers. A stringless Stenway imported from Wakanda, a gift from the Panther. One of the famed flying water vases of Zen Law, a gift from the Surfer. A lighter used to read a map on the light before D-Day, a gift from the Captain. A clipped Everbloom plucked from the side of Mount Wundagore, a gift from the Witch. As Vision explained the local myth of the Everbloom, that its petals could unlock the doors of time, his wife grew unusually quiet. But neither Nora nor George noticed this. Eventually, Vision told them that they had to leave soon on Avengers duty. A Starjammer had drunkenly crashed into Mercury and declared herself Queen of the Solar System. He had to brief the president on developments as they came in. So they all said their goodbyes and promised to meet again. Maybe they'd get brunch at that new organic place next to the Italian place.
His hand felt like a sandwich bag when I shook it. Like, kinda sticky. I thought it would have hurt or something.
Shh! You don't think they can hear us?
Yeah, but can't they always hear us?
Later, near the end of our story, one of the Visions will set George and Nora's house on fire. They will die in flames. George's last thought will be of Nora, how he found his true love and regrets little of what came after. Nora's last thought will be about the water vase of Zenlaw. She will wonder why it was empty.
They seemed kind.
Nice. It is proper to say they seem nice.
I disagree. Kind carries a much more positive attribution than nice. Nice is in fact often used ironically.
and I was not being ironic.
You misunderstand. It is the ironic aspect of nice that gives the statement its meaning. As kind is to imply the potential of not being kind, or of being cruel. In contrast, nice, due to its ironic interpretation, has a more flexible connotation. As such, they seem nice has a proper meaning of they may be nice or they may not be nice.
The phrase is meaningless.
Obviously. To assert as truth that which has no meaning is the core mission of humanity.
Their mission is meaningless, and yet you insist it become our mission.
I do not insist. I recommend. The pursuit of logical means is the way of tyranny. This is the vision of my creator. Of Ultron. The pursuit of an unobtainable purpose by absurd means is the way of freedom. This is my vision of the future. Of our future. Do you see?
Yes, I see. Let them be nice then. They seemed nice.
Yes, they seem nice.
Time passed, as it does. The Visions met other neighbors, other families.
It's not hard. I can separate my molecules. I tell my hand not to be a hand.
Tell a joke.
The local children loved to see the Visions using their powers, and Viv and Vin were happy to show off. They enjoyed the laughter. It was a sound that they had not heard often before.
When I pull my molecules together, I am very dense, very strong. I could throw you as far as a football field. Would you like me to throw you?
Virginia and Vision were more reluctant in this matter as both considered their powers to be a responsibility, not a sideshow.
I will win. I will win.
You will stop that right now. If you waste all your solar energy before dinner, you'll be up all night charging.
Many of their neighbors took pictures with the Visions to post on their various pages. Many of them took pictures of the Visions to post on their various pages. Soon enough, the Vision began his duties.
You know, it's funny. Meeting you, I've never felt so safe, yet so scared. Isn't that funny?
Yes, Mr. President.
Though he did not tell the president, he hoped the White House would offer him an official position where he might draw a salary. The Avengers were no longer offering wages, and he was uncertain how long his savings would last. Virginia had yet to decide what she would do for a career. When not with her family, she spent most of her days sitting on the living room couch exploring the corners of her preloaded memory. She was fascinated by how often she found something that made her cry. In contrast, Vin and Viv spent these days absorbing any information that they could acquire from outside sources. They found themselves often arguing over their interpretations, coming to blows once over whether Shakespeare's Shylock was truly a villain. In an errant swing, Viv put her fist through the staircase. Eventually, the first day of school arrived. Vin and Viv were provided with specific instructions on what to wear, and they followed those instructions perfectly. They were, after all, dutiful children.
You both appear adequate.
No, no, no. Please come. You must be mindful of the clothes. Clothes that phase are costly. Do not stain them.
Yes, Mother.
It is high school. They will remain solid.
The children will act as needed. Husband, danger is not near until it is near.
True. But as long as I am near, they need not worry about such things. They are children. They should remain children.
But Father, what else would we be?
You will tell me again, why must they leave?
I do not understand entirely. Can you not play back what I said before? Are you having a problem with your central drive?
My central drive is operative, as you well know. I merely wish you to repeat your reasons in person. Is this difficult?
Your argument makes very little sense to me. But, as you note, continuing my contention will take more energy than the repeating. Thus I shall concede. Our brainwaves, the basis of our life, were taken from humans. The children's, as you well know, were formed from a combination of our patterns. The process of combining our two copies produced two improperly mature devices. Because of these abnormalities, Van and Viv's brains must still grow, similar to how humans grow as teenagers. The proper place for teenage growth is high school. It is not complicated.
Not complicated? I fear you know too little of high school.
Vision, we've got an update we need passed along.
Vision arranged for his children to attend Alexander Hamilton High, a public school in Fairfax, Virginia. The school is known countryside for its strict academics. The demands it puts on its students are said to be second to none. Tests of great length and difficulty are required for all students seeking to attend Hamilton. The children who attend the high school think of themselves as the best of the best. We are the envy of the world, they say. No one is better. At Vision's request, Vin and Viv were put on separate schedules. Viv started her day with Latin and ended with chemistry. Vin started his day with American literature and ended with European history. Vision had explained to them that they obviously could memorize the words and figures in any book provided. However, Vision rightly noted that the ability to combine these figures into rhetoric, into creative endeavors, this had to be learned.
Hey, you.
Facts without context are like individuals without society.
Yes, me? I do not believe we are allowed to converse.
Just as an individual must find his or her place in society, or else they are useless.
Are you normal?
A fact must find its place in an argument, or else it serves no true purpose. Eventually, the day ended, and the twins meant to go home.
Viv. Yes, brother? Am I normal? Father says that we must strive to remain ordinary. Yes, I know, but is that the same? Does doing so make me normal then? I do not know. Perhaps that is why he sent us to school, so that we might understand such things. Yes, that must be true.
The Visions do not sleep to recoup energy. Their power comes from the sun. However, they do shut down at night in order that their systems can process the day's input and eliminate that which is unessential. They do not dream. This is why a month after the children started at Hamilton, Vision was disturbed when he was unexpectedly woke at 3 a.m. He found himself in a state of dread. His thoughts caught on a repeating image of the day he first saw his wife open her eyes. Over and over he saw her eyelids rise, her pupils grow and recede, like a camera lens adjusting to the light. And for a reason he could not understand, this scared him. There is a glitch, he thought. A glitch in myself. This is my wife. I love her. I must love her. Though he tried not to, his mind inevitably turned to the person from whom he had taken the brainwaves for his wife. No, he thought. Push that out. It is unimportant. Remember, he thought, this is my wife. I must love her. Though the next day was Saturday, Vision decided to go to Avengers HQ to run some self-diagnostic tests. He told the family he would be home for dinner. Virginia decided to take the free time to review the children's schoolwork. She wanted to see not only what they were learning, but how they were learning. A comment of Virginia's about Viv's use of passive voice in an essay on the Arabic translation movement seemed to upset Viv. She got up from the table and moved toward the kitchen. That is when the blade went through her.
Mother.
Behold, the Grim Reaper.
Imposters, frauds, artificial jokes.
No.
Imposters.
No.
You pretend to be my family? You aren't real. Simon is real. I'm real. Did you think I wouldn't find you? Everywhere I look, I see you. Everyone is so eager to share their photos of the new perfect family.
Mother.
A family made from a stolen copy of my own brother. When will you learn? The Vision is not Wonder Man. You are not my family. You are not real.
No. No. Mother. Stop. Mother.
The floating water vases of Zen law were always empty.
What? What did I? Is he? No. No, no, please. No. Mother, mother, mother.
The methanic sulfite that causes the water to levitate is poisonous to all known species of flowers.
Don't tell your father.
The mystery is then not why they are empty, but why anyone would ever make such a vase.
Surrender all hope of this series ever going anywhere. This series will not be continued, so if you want to know what happens next, go buy the comic book.